Gurudeva Online 6th Standard Mathematics class. I am Niranjan. Dear children, in this session, we will start the new chapter. That is what? Basic geometrical ideas. Yes, it is the fourth chapter in your syllabus, Mathematics first semester syllabus. Dear children, the geometry, the topic name, it explains everything. We are going to discuss about very basic important things in which branch? That is what? Geometry branch. Okay, the geometry is one of the branch in mathematics. We are going to discuss about very important, very basic necessary, basic important concepts. Yes, geometry, what we are going to discuss in a geometry? Yes, geometry is the branch of mathematics which deals with the properties and relations of line segments, angles, surfaces and also solids. We are going to discuss about line, angles, okay, and also see, rather than these quadrilaterals, we are going to learn more about quadrilaterals and also angles. Okay, see, these are the very important basic identities. We will know one by one. At very first, we know the very important basic identities. Which are the basic identities in geometry? Yes, the basic identities in geometry are point, line segment, ray. Okay, these are all the basic identities or basic shapes. We will know one by one. Point. The point is the basic geometrical identity. Okay, very important point. Very important note is this is the very important note. The point is the basic geometrical identity. All of you saving your mind. What is the meaning of point? A tiny dot made on paper with a sharp pencil gives us a point. A tiny dot. Tiny dot is very smaller dot. Observe here, by the help of the sharp pencil. See, just you may touch the surface of the paper, you will get a particular shape. That shape we called as point. What is the point? The point is the tiny dot made on a sharp pencil or pen. Okay, pencil or pen. So finally, if we touch finally we will get a shape by touch the surface of the paper. Otherwise, you may choose piece of chalk. See, observe here. Are you visible the point? Very tiny dot. So this is we called as point. The point has fixed position. Save in your mind. Point has fixed position, but not breadth and also thickness and also length. It hasn't thickness, breadth and also length, but it has a fixed position. All of you save in your mind. And also point can be represented by a English capital letters A, B, C, D, any letter. So it can be represented by capital letters. So I'll choose A. What is the name of the point? Name of the point is A. What is the name of the point? A. Let us choose another point. This is B. Name of the point is B. It can be read as point B. It can be read as point A. One more point. It is Z. What is the name of the point? Z. How can we read point Z? Okay, dear children, it can be read as point Z, point A, point B. Okay, and this is X. Okay, point X. Name of the given point is X. It has fixed position, but not breadth, length and also thickness. Are you clear now? Line and line segment. Observe here, first line segment. What is line segment? Part of a line is called line segment. Part of a line called line segment. Observe here, dear children, this is the example of line segment. See, take a thread, you may hold without slack. Okay, just hold properly. So this is we called as line segment, not line segment from this point to this point. It is the example of line segment. And also you have observed two blade. Two blade is the example of line segment. And see, take a paper and fold and once again unfold. Fold one. First step is fold and second step is just to unfold. So here is a line. Here is a example of line segment. Okay, dear children. Dear children, line segment has 2 points. The one is starting point, another is ending point. Line segment has 2 points. It has both starting point and also ending point. Okay, dear children, this is the very important information about line segment. The line segment, if we give a name of the line segment, that is what? AB. AB is a line segment. It can be represented by two ending points line. Okay, this is the AB. What does it indicate? AB indicates line segment. Line segment is a part of a line. Okay, we will know line later. Line segment is a part of a line. Part of a line is nothing but one part in a whole. So just you may imagine your home, your personal room. I mean bedroom. Bedroom is a part of your home. Kitchen is a part of your home. One part. Okay, one part. Okay, like that. The line segment is a part of a line. Very important point. And also it has 2 points, that is what? Ending point and also starting point. Dear children, you may represent line segment by any letter, capital letters. Okay, English capital letters. And it has a fixed length. Point to be noted, line segment has a fixed length. Okay, dear children, fixed length. It means, what is the meaning of fixed length? We can able to measure the length. We can able to measure the length by help of a tape. Yes, 5 centimeter. Yes, 2 centimeter. Yes, 10 centimeter. Yes, 100 centimeter. Yes, 1000 centimeter. Okay, 1000 centimeter or 1000 meter. Okay, 2000 meter. We can able to find the measurement. That is what? Fixed length. It has a fixed length, 2 points, and also it can be represented by a symbol, special symbol. Yes. Let us come to line. The line, what is the meaning of line? Locus of a point called line. Locus of a point is nothing but, observe here, see, one after another point. Locus of a point is nothing but one follow another. See, how many points in a given line? We can't able to find out. We can't able to find out. See, locus of a point are group of points joining together to form a line. Okay, you may say in your mind, locus of a point is called line. Otherwise, group of points joined together to form a line. Any one definition. Okay. Say, observe your children. Observe your children. Line can be represented by a. See, just imagine it is the line segment. It is X and it is Y. The line segment, first point is X. It can be extended endlessly by showing the arrow mark. Y can be extended in any length. Okay, infinite length. So this is the example of line. It is not a line segment. It is the example of line. So line has no particular fixed length. Okay, line has no particular fixed length. We can't able to find the measurement of line. Okay, dear children, we can't able to find the measurement. Okay, and it has no starting point, no ending point. For our understanding, just we consider as XY is a line. And also sometimes we can be represented line by single letter L or M or N. Okay, and line can be represented by a symbol by two arrow mark, two left side and right side arrow mark. Okay, this is the representation of line. This is the representation of line segment. You should know the difference between line and line segment. Once again, line can be measured, but line segment can be measured, but line we can't measure. Line has 2 points. Here, no starting point, no ending points. Okay, dear children, it can be represented by 2 ending points, 2 dots above the letter. Above the letter, 2 ending points and single line. See here, by 2 arrow mark. This is the representation of line. What does it indicate? It indicates it goes on increasing. No ending point. But it has an ending point. You should know the difference. By the single point, we can draw number of lines. Observe here. by the single point we can draw number of lines. Dear children, it is very important note. We can draw one more line. Okay, by the single point we can draw infinite number of lines. By single point, infinite number of points. Okay, see what about this? Sometimes we can represent it as line like this. Okay, what is L? L is a line. Okay, dear children, it has no ending and starting points. You should know the difference between these two. One and only one line can pass through a single point, single given points. Okay, dear children, this is the definition of line, and also this is the definition of line segment. So we will move about next important content, intersecting lines. See, this is the line L. This is the line L, and this is the line P. See, these two lines, imagine these two are lines. These two lines cross each other in a single point. This is the point, the name of the point is A. So these type of lines we called as intersecting lines. Actually, what is the definition of intersecting lines? When two or more lines cross each other. Two or more lines cross each other in a single plane. Single plane in single point. Two or more lines cross each other in a plane. They are called intersecting lines. Okay, these two lines we called as intersecting lines. So L and line P intersect in a point A. Okay, dear children, L and P are intersecting lines. Okay, and you might have observed crossing roads in the big cities. The number of crossing roads are intersecting lines. They are follow the intersecting concepts. Okay, dear children, and also observe here nodes. Your mathematics nodes, English nodes. Just imagine these two are intersecting. Example of edges of a nodes. This is one line. If we extend a given line like this, if you extend this line here, see these two lines intersect here. Are you clear? This is the intersecting lines. Where does it intersect? In a single point. Okay, this is line L. This is line P. Okay, these two lines are intersecting in a single point. If any two lines intersecting in a single point in a single plane, we call as intersecting lines. Two lines intersect two lines. If two lines intersect in a single point in a single plane, called as intersecting lines. Dear children, you should know the spell of intersect. Okay, yes, let us know about parallel lines. Dear children, parallel lines, definition of parallel lines: two or more lines that lie in the same plane. Point to be noted, in the same plane. Two or more lines that lie in the same plane and never intersect. You are very well about to know intersecting lines. Just we have discussed about intersecting lines. Never intersect or meet each other. Very important point in the definition. It should be the same plane, and also never intersect or meet each other. Okay, dear children, just observe a picture on the board. See, A and D and also B and C. These two lines are we called as parallel lines because these two lines not intersect. Just you may take outside. This is AD. Okay, this is I'll take here. This is BC. Does it intersect in once in a day? No, it is not possible. If we extend endlessly, it's highly impossible to intersect. It can't intersect each other. That's why we can say that these two lines are called as parallel lines. What is the meaning or what is the definition of parallel lines? If two lines never intersect, these two lines must be in the single plane, never intersect, and also never meet each other. Those type of lines we called as parallel lines. Dear children, observe here one of the pair of parallel lines, DE and also DE and also AH. These two are parallel lines. CF and also BG. These two are parallel lines. Next, DC, AB are parallel lines. Which are not parallel lines? Observe here. BA and DA are not parallel lines. Those two are intersecting lines, because if we extend here, see these two lines which are DA and B are intersecting here. These two are not parallel lines. Parallel lines, concept of parallel lines is nothing but those two lines must not intersect each other, must not meet each other. Those two lines called as parallel lines. You should know the difference between parallel lines and also intersecting lines. Okay, see these two AD and BC are parallel lines. It can be written as AD parallel BC. Okay, dear children, which are the another set? AB parallel DC. AB parallel DC. Okay, Chotu. Another set. DE parallel AH. DE parallel AH. Okay, AH. Another set. CF parallel BG. CF parallel BG. Okay, dear children, BG. Otherwise, you may write BG parallel CF. It's not a problem. Okay, dear children, you should know the difference between intersecting lines and also parallel lines. Parallel lines doesn't meet each other, but intersecting lines it meet each other in a single point, in a single plane. Okay. Example of parallel lines are railway track. The railway track is an example of parallel lines, and also see scale, opposite edges of the scale. Just imagine. This is the scale. See this line, upper edge and also lower edge. This is example of parallel lines. Okay, dear children, and also window poles or window drill. We call as drill. Window drill or window poles called as parallel lines. Okay, dear children, you should know the example of parallel lines, and also you should know the difference between parallel lines and also intersecting lines. Let us know about what is ray. A ray is a part of line which is extended endlessly in one direction only. A ray is a part of line which extended endlessly. Dear children, it is the example of ray, because it has a starting point, no ending point. Very important note, the ray has only one point. Ray has only one point, but no, I mean one point. Which is one point? That is what starting point, begins point, but no ending point. It is the example of ray. What is the name of ray? Name of ray is AB. How do we represent ray? By the symbolically, dear children, the representation of ray is like this. Okay, I mean ray AB represented by the single arrow mark. Okay, single arrow mark. And very important note, dear children, it point towards the right side. I mean my right side. Point towards the right side. It means which is the starting point in the ray? A is the starting point. Dear children, don't write like this. Don't write like this. What does it indicate? Yes, it indicates starting point is B, but actual ray in the starting point is A, but not B. So it is the wrong answer. So the proper representation of ray is AB. Yes, let us take one more example. Dear children, this is the first example. Second example. See, this is K, this is L. This is L. I think you have a doubt. The ray has only one point. Just we have discussed ray has only one point. But I have mentioned another point. This is the another point. It indicates in between the line. Okay. in between the line. Just you may consider as ray has only one point, which is that is starting point, no ending point. Dear children, how do we represent a given ray? Observe here, KL. KL, because K is the starting point, L is the another point. I mean, K is the starting point. It should be represented like this. Don't represent KL like this. Don't represent, because L is not a starting point. Clear, Choto? L is not a starting point. See, example of ray is sun rays. The sun rays. Which is the starting point? Yes, sun is the starting point. Okay, the sun rays is the example of ray, and also torchlight. Torchlight is the example of ray, and also, dear children, one more example, beam of light from a lighthouse. Beam of light from a lighthouse is the example of ray. So once again, ray is a part of line which is extended endlessly in one direction. One direction might be left side or right side. Only one direction. Are you clear, dear children? Yes, we have discussed in this period line segment, point, ray, parallel lines, and also intersecting lines. These takes an very important role in higher classes. 7th standard, 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard. Dear children, your duty to learn these important basic identities. So what is the concept? Basic geometrical ideas. These are all the very basic geometry, basic concept for the branch of geometry. So my humble request is, please practice now itself. Definition of ray, definition of line segment, example of line segment, example of intersecting lines, example of parallel lines, and definition of parallel lines. Please learn these are all things. Okay? See, and also, please watch a video once again. You will become too perfect. Okay, dear children? I will meet you with exercise problems. Page number 74, exercise problems 4.1. Okay, dear children? In the next period. Until write this definition once again in your rough notebook. And one more important thing, don't write these in your notes. Don't write anything, just learn. Don't write. Okay? Yes. I will meet you with the next exercise 4.1.